like just it's the same microphone as yesterday. Oh, hello. Can you hear me? Am I being heard? It works. What's up, chat? Buenos dias. It's literally like midnight, so. Actually, I don't know what time it is. I think it's like midnight or something. It's buenos noches. Buenos noches, chat. Uh, ¿De dónde eres? ¿Cómo estás? I crunchy when you're not delayed. Audio shouldn't be crunchy. Hold on, it might be my compressor on this thing. Give me a second. Okay, maybe this will. Is that fixed? Is it fixed now? Is it fixed? Is it better? Hello? No delay. What does is it crunchy? Is the question. It's good to me. Sounds fine. Okay. Did I sound fine before? Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna stress it. What's up, chat? Yes. Okay. Awesome. Well, but I spent a lot of time. No, I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm not even going to get into it. What's up, chat? Hello. Welcome back to day whatever day this is of this very hectic last 30 days that I've had. I'm tired. Your Spanish was good. Gracias. I wish people in Spain actually appreciated it. But they don't. Probably because I'm black and they're being racist. That's what I'm telling myself, and not that I just have bad Spanish. You want me to the library? No. I cannot. I can ask where it is, though. ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? You're in Europe? I stay in Europe. Where do you think I always be? In Barcelona, the locals prefer to speak Catalan. Well, I cannot speak it, so. Muy bien. Thank you, thank you. Gracias, gracias. I'm kind of a multilingual, cultured, oui, as they say in France, where I came from a few months ago. Bonjour. Now that I'm in Spain, it's hola. Should you pay in case you didn't know? Yeah, why do you think I streamed with the hours that I did stream? Anyway, what's up, chat? What did I miss? What did I miss? What's going on? They speak European Spanish. If you want to learn real Spanish, try Chilean Spanish. Sistathon. I mean, what do I have to say about the Sistathon? Like, what if you best music streamer? Thank you. Maybe I'll get a Grammy too. Forgot the US and left this year. Yeah, it's getting kind of rough there. Hopefully they'll let me back in the country. Also, they're apparently canceling flights, so my flight may or may not be canceled. And if it is canceled, then I'll just be here. Apparently, Miss Cecilia asked me to go to Emerald. I saw that. There's not really many updates to that. Like he's just like, I'm suing them for defamation, which, I'm not one to cheer on Asmongold, but like, good luck, I guess. For them, like, for Emeru reporting on the abuse that you did to her, and Asmongold for documenting it, I guess. It's weird. He's admitted to basically all of it in his own video response. Did he make a separate video that we didn't see? Because let me watch his response. And he was just like, no, you. You know what I mean? I may be an abuser, but you killed your rabbits, I guess. That was his like defense. You had to summon the one we watched. Yeah, did he make another one? That's my question. Also, I realized about how this is kind of like my entire thing because it's my job. But like speaking to like other people in the conference, it's crazy about how nobody knows Twitch. They know Hassan though, and I have to like my friends need to stop introducing me as Hassan's friend. Like this is my very famous Twitch streamer Sean, and I'm just like I'm not that famous. And they're like, do you know who Hassan is? And they're like, of course. Well, Sean is Hassan's friend. And I'm just like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? And people are like, oh, that's so cool, that's amazing. I'm just like, all right. Yeah. Ooh, I do have things to say, and I don't know if I should wait to say them until this is one more day of the conference. I don't know if I should wait to say them until after the conference is over. But man, there were some interesting things that I took notes. Back in my note taking grind. There are some interesting things that happened at the conference today. I will say, what happened yesterday? I think I got hit on in Spanish, but maybe that's just my ego talking. Sophia's asking if you have cough drops. Say it. I'm guessing that's down. Also, yes, I have cough drops. She can come to my room and get them if she wants to. I gave her cough drops earlier. She knows I have cough drops. Yeah, I imagined. Should you give her one? She could have had more. I did my best, okay? I did my best. I'm being attacked here. When are you getting the next calculus stream? When I get back. When I get back, we're grinding out calculus. I want to get my hands not on a freaking AP prep test. I want to get my hands on a entire AP calculus test. This is what I want to do for content, chat. Maybe this is a January thing, right? January 1st, I want to take an AP prep. I want to take an AP calculus test January 1st. Do a couple of streams, like Khan Academy streams on throughout the month, and then January 30th, take the test again and see what I score. Maybe do an SAT test instead of just calculus. Best content idea you come up with? Thank you. What does AP stand for? Associated Press. You can practice ACT and SAT tests online. I think it'll be good content. Thanks. Chatter, I just lied to you. It does stand for Associated Press, but not in this context. Chatter just like, well, thank you. Thank you very much. Wait. Oh. I was thinking things is chatter. Oh. People lie on the internet? I guess people lie on the internet. Have you been seeing my tweets? Chat, I freaking love tweeting. I think I have a problem. People call me a Twitch streamer and I call myself a Twitch streamer. I think it's more accurate to say that I am a Twitter poster first, Twitch streamer secondary. Like, that is my real job, is posting on Twitter. Cause I get insane engagement on Twitter, you know? I get crazy engagement. I get more engagement than like some streamers who have like 1 million followers. They'll post a tweet and get like 3K likes on it, and that would be like a successful tweet for them. Let me in. Ugh, jeez Louise. Did you knock?
I'm watching it.
I see.
Can I have cough drops?
You can have cough drops. I have a few left. How many?
Maybe 2. How many do you have left?
6.
2 maybe. Don't want to take too much. She's just coughing.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're all done.
Hello, Sean's stream. Can they hear me?
Yes, they can hear you.
Hello. Okay. Bye. Good night.
Bye. Good night. I'm my coworker. She came to steal my cough drops from my other coworker. She can see the chat, so be nice. Yeah, she hates y'all. She didn't want to join y'all. I offered that they can join. They were just like, I come for cough drops only. I was like, okay, you know what I mean? It's not my problem. It's not my fault. I extended the invitation. Also, I have Oreo Thins. This was my plain stack that I brought with me. Oreo thins in a water bottle that I think is not BDS. I'm pretty sure. In Europe, Sean, that is not how you spell my name, but maybe. Anyway, there's a few things I want to talk about, right? I gave you a little bit of lore about the conference that we're at and what just happened today, because there was 2 insane things that happened today. That's on the docket. We can talk about Lin getting unbanned, and people were yelling at me when I made my video about like Lin. What was the video called? Lin, how Lin got away with assault or something like that, right? Or abuse. And people were yelling at me in the comments saying, "What do you mean got away? She got banned, didn't she? And then she got unbanned, and then she got banned again, and then rebanned. Wait, and then re-unbanned. So now she's unbanned now, and now she's running amok on the platform, right? Doing like a victory lap, I guess, or whatever she's doing." And I'm just like, oh, look, almost like this is exactly what I called. That I knew that was gonna happen, because obviously Twitch is not gonna ban her permanently, right? And honestly, I think, and that's what I made a tweet about earlier as well, right? I think Twitch is too lax on bans like that, right? For like legitimate like criminal behavior on the platform. I'm not even saying that she should get an indefinite in the same way that like Mango should get an indefinite or whatever. Like, you know, maybe I feel that way. But I'm not even saying that though. I'm saying that Twitch doesn't ban based upon what somebody deserves. Twitch bans based purely upon PR. You know, Twitch banned them for a day, unbanned them, and when there was more backlash, they banned them again, unbanned them, and if there's even more backlash, Twitch is gonna ban her again, because Twitch doesn't ban for Ms. Kim should. I don't disagree personally, but you know, I do understand that there being some level of nuance to like, you know, Twitch banning people just on the whim of allegations being levied, right? Because that was the case. Hassan would have been banned freaking years ago, just for them being like, oh, Hassan did this or Hassan did that, right? So I do understand there's a level of discretion that needs to be played about as a platform, right? Allowing public perception to shape what or how you do content moderation, right? And banning people for off-site behaviors. But I think that ends at Mizkif personally. That's just me though. You know? Give other people 30 for stupid shit and then put the show on another day. Yeah, because it's only literally only because of PR. Right? Twitch, I said it's in the video that I put out. Right? Mods, if we can link the video. If there's a mod here. I don't know if there's a mod here, honestly, it's late. But the video, which we can watch, honestly, like, I'm fine with playing the video. But the video was, bro, where is my channel at? Oh, how Lin got away with assault. Right? In that video, I talk about how Twitch only bans for the external headlines. That's it. Twitch is not banned because they think somebody actually did something wrong. Twitch is not banned because they are like, oh, this is a problem. Like, we don't want to have this content on the platform. Twitch only bans for the external headline of like Lin got banned on Twitch or whatever. With a little picture of Lin and a little picture of the channel unavailable screenshot, right? That's literally the only reason why Twitch does any bans in the first place. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of the problem, because Twitch doesn't care about what you do. That's why the A-Rad's podcast got 30 days for like making a sovereign dumbness tier list or whatever. You know? And Lin got a week. And Mango got 2 weeks. Right? Because the A-Rad's podcast on the surface got a lot more of attention and a lot more backlash than the Mango stuff did, than the Nina Lin stuff did. And so they just kind of jumped on that. I was like, oh, we need to, because if the ADL is going to Twitch, then it's going to be like, oh, well, this is a real problem for Twitch, even though like the ADL has lost any of the little legitimacy that it had as an institution freaking years ago. But Twitch is like, oh, this institution that's supposed to combat like, anti-Semitism is coming to us saying that like people are doing anti-Semitism on the platform. We have to nip that in the bud immediately. We have to cut that out. That's why the A-Rats podcast got 30 days, because Twitch listened and capitulated to what they thought was a legitimate institution coming to them with a real problem, right? Both Mango and Nina Lin was only subject to like the public pressure campaign from the Twitch audience. It wasn't like institutions were coming out being like, oh, this is bad. It wasn't like institutions were reporting on it outside of like the Times of India and Exerto by being like, oh, this was bad, right? It was only public pressure from like the streamers on the platform. And so Twitch thought they can get away with a 1-day ban. They couldn't. And so now they think they can get away with a 1-week ban. And if the pressure lets up, then they would be right. You know? But that's just the way Twitch does bans. But I do want to see, did they have a link to her, what statement she was making or something? I don't know. I saw her yapping on stream or whatever. I will say, I think it's good that like people are like repulsed by this a little bit, and like are deciding to not like buy into this, whatever she's doing. I think that's good, and I hope that like continues and that she's not actually taken seriously. But I can see a world where people also try to rehabilitate her, like Mizkif was rehabilitated, like Aiden Ross was rehabilitated a little bit, because people don't have or believe anything. And honestly, I don't necessarily expect them to, because they're freaking, you know what I mean. I saw people and other streamers who is completely divorced from the side of Twitch, but IRL streamers say, oh, they gave Nina a day, but only gave someone 2 weeks for calling. The fat chick fat, and I was like, but this is a streamer is literally a family, y'all being misogynistic about all this. I mean, I stay away from every side of Twitch, so it's not my own. I just lie. I don't know why I lie like that. But yeah, I think like, and this is also what I tweeted about as well, is I think people, especially, it's so funny when kick streamers come out and say stuff like this, which I think is hilarious. But like, you have like people coming out and be like, oh, if the roles were reversed, if this was a man doing this to a woman, they would have been permabanned. And I'm just like, no, they wouldn't have been. You know what I mean? Like, not even on like no male feminist shit, right? But like, genuinely, no, they wouldn't have been. And I know this because this literally happened with Mango like 2-3 months ago. Are we literally forgetting when Mango sexually assaulted multiple streamers at Ludwig's event? I made a video on it. I talked about it and how Mango got banned for 2 weeks and then unbanned and is currently unbanned right now. This is not like some like, oh, reverse the role shit because male sexual assault isn't taken seriously. It's not, but we're not going to sit here and imply that like sexual assault against women is also taken seriously, because it's not taken seriously. None of it's taken seriously. That's what I said in my video. I said sexual assault against men isn't taken seriously, differently, but adjacently to how sexual assault against women isn't taken seriously, differently and adjacently to sexual assault against non-binary and trans people are also not taken seriously, right? Because we have a culture in this country that doesn't take sexual assault seriously. And none of it's taken seriously. And all of it's taken, none of it's taken seriously differently from the rest of each other, right? But it's not like male sexual assault isn't taken seriously, right? Because women are taken seriously, right? Because women also aren't taken seriously when they have, when they are, come out with allegations of sexual assault and harassment, or when it happens on camera. I think it's very silly to try to like push this agenda of like, no guys, you don't understand. We care all the time about women, but like nobody cares about the men. I'm like, yeah, I agree. Nobody cares about men, right? But that also includes men, by the way. But so I think the implication there is like, oh, women don't care when men get sexually assaulted, but like men are still 50% of the country. Men could also care when men get sexually assaulted, but like they also don't, because they look at that person as being like lucky, right? But like what are we talking about here? You know what I mean? Nobody cares. Nobody takes sexual assault seriously. It's not the case. So I just hate that silly thing that like, and I think you can't do that if you're a freaking kick streamer. If you're a kick streamer, I'd keep my mouth shut. If you, this is my new rule. I decree it as king of Spain now because I'm in Spain. If you are a kick streamer, you cannot talk about how bad Twitch is ever in your life. Genuinely. You can't. You do not have a right to talk about how bad kick is. Ever. I do got killed live on kick. We were freaking out. Like that happened like 2 months ago. Maybe closer to like 3 months ago. I don't remember. Right? There are pedophiles that are prolific on kick. There is assault happening. There's sexual assault. There is harassment. There's rampant like crimes being filmed. There's anti-Semitism. There's racism. There's misogyny. There's homophobia. There's Islamophobia. All happening on Kick, co-signed. All of that being co-signed by the owners of Kick. And they want to turn around and be like, oh, this is why Twitch is bad. Because Nina Lin only got a 1 week ban. Like, dog, you unban Nazis. Like, are we just going to sit here and forget that Kick doesn't, like, go out of their way to unban Nazis for being Nazis? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You literally have zero ground to stand on. And I think it's extraordinarily silly, personally. Don't keep throwing shit at yourselves. Yeah. I think we forgot about the murder. I didn't forget about the murder. I made a video about the murder. Speaking of which, I've been thinking about this. I saw a tweet about this yesterday that kind of validated it for me. And if somebody has a link to the Nina Lin clip, we'll take a look at that as well. But what happened with the David case? What happened with that? Were there any arrests made ever? She's not a suspect? Then who is? Was there a single arrest made? Even if he's not a subject, which, you know, or suspect, even though I think that he did it, right? Like, why has there been radio silence now? Because I don't think that this young girl, like this child, crawled herself inside of the trunk of his car, right? And just died out of nowhere. But his own car that he didn't even report missing, yes. That's so crazy. Oh, my back needs to crack. I'm tired. Apparently his assistant also had matching tats and was previously using the Tesla. Why is nobody arrested? That's what my question is. Like, I mean, I know why, because like nobody takes violence when it happens, right, to like little brown girls, like black and brown girls, seriously. Like we knew this when this was first talked about. We said it when this was first talked about, and like this is like that coming to fruition. So I don't think he will ever be arrested, and I don't think we will ever know. It's just that's so sad, bro. It's insanely sad. Because there's no way he didn't do this without people knowing. And the cops knew that she was missing. And just didn't really do anything to find her. So. And she's from a poor family too, so they don't have, especially don't care, yeah. It's so sad, bro. Sorry, let me lay it out for a second. All right, I'm good. Let this be known, chat. My friends abandoned me. You historically let the pedophiles in prison to make room for more weed dealers. True. And you know who put them in jail? Actually, I'm not gonna say that. You see, Hassan's getting canceled again on TikTok. Hassan is getting canceled once again on TikTok, and this one is not my fault. People are yelling at him and I think calling him misogynistic. For like not voting for Kamala or something. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what it is. But it's something about Kamala Harris. Some like TikTokers like yelling at him. And this is Hassan's problem. He keeps replying to people. I think sometime when Hassan gets a little bit of confidence in him, you know what I mean? He'll like mouth off on people that he knows he shouldn't be mouthing off to. Right? Like I think he's right, but like I don't think it's productive to yell at the comment section of random TikTokers. You know? And so he replied to somebody. They responded that. I didn't watch the video. We can watch the video though. I think that sounds fun. That sounds a little bit fun. But that's just something I saw. People literally thinking Kamala wouldn't have been diet fascism. Yeah, they're also saying that he like explicitly cost her the election. Like Hassan specifically cost Kamala Harris the election. And like, I'm sorry, if Hassan had and this is the dichotomy, right? This is the dilemma. If Hassan himself has enough power to directly cost Kamala Harris the election, maybe the Kamala Harris campaign should have not kicked him out of the DNC. Maybe that's a hot take. Maybe that's crazy. Maybe I'm glazing. But if Hassan has that much power, maybe they shouldn't have kicked him out of the DNC. And even then, he still voted for her. So, oh, and now I saw Hutch jump in as well. Now they're moving the goalpost. Now, because you remember what Hutch was saying before, right? Do you remember what Hutch was saying before? Hutch was in Hassan's replies, like a freaking reply guy, being like, "Who did you vote for, Hassan? Why are you not telling us who you voted for? Who'd you vote for, Hassan?" Right? And Ethan was doing the same thing, but like no one cares about Ethan, right? Until Hassan finally came out, he was like, "I voted for Kamala Harris." Now they're like, "Well, who did you endorse? Who did you endorse, Hassan? Yeah, you may have voted for her, but who did you formally endorse? Who did you formally endorse?" I'm just like, the goalposts will always shift. Even if Hassan literally said you should vote for Kamala Harris, it would be like, why didn't you endorse her harder? You know, why didn't you vote for her harder? Why didn't you vote for her illegally? Why didn't you endorse her harder or whatever? How would any actual socialist counter those arguments? When they should just say, I voted for a socialist? I mean, it doesn't matter what you say is the point. It genuinely doesn't matter. it doesn't matter. They will just say whatever they want to say. Because if you said I voted for a socialist, it would just be like, oh, well, then you caused Trump to win. They don't believe anything. They don't care, right? It's just like they just say whatever they want to say to hopefully have something that sticks against Hassan, so they can feel good when Hassan feels a little bit bad because like the internet is saying he shocked his dog or whatever. You know what I mean? That's it. That's all they care about. That's all they care about. Right? Even if that doesn't have any staying power. Like honestly, like the Hassan shocked his dog thing probably is like the biggest controversy. I changed my mind on this, by the way. It's probably the biggest like cancellation or controversy that Hassan actually had. And even then, it still didn't impact Hassan in a meaningful way. You know what I mean? Now it's just like kind of memes and jokes. And you may have some people coming in here that'll be like, oh, how are you doing freaking Raiden from Mortal Kombat or whatever? You know, and that's all it is. Like, you'll see some like replies of like Hassan shocking his dog posted under like some of my tweets. But like if no one's taking it seriously, and this is the biggest cancellation Hassan's gone through, genuinely. So, you know, so they're just trying to chase that energy of like, oh, we made Hassan feel bad. Because that's literally all these people have in their lives. It's like, oh, I don't like Hassan because ideologically he stands against things that I stand for. And so I just want to make Hassan feel a little bit sad. And if I can make Hassan feel a little bit sad, then it'll make me feel better in my life. And the fact that I don't have health care and I can't afford groceries and my snap's being cut off and I can't afford rent. I'm being evicted from my apartment and I have student loans I can't pay off and I'm going homeless. You know, like it's like they're trying to feel something in their lives, and they're taking that energy out on somebody that they think, you know, or been told is like bad. And it's just like it's completely meaningless. So Hassan will be fine, you know. I mean, he's a human being, so it probably hurts his feelings. Well, like, he'll be fine, you know. He'll be chill. It's like maybe like it's like that one meme was like, this is good, but like why don't you put this energy into like a job or something? You know what I mean? Like literally go out in your communities and like pick up trash, and I guarantee you will have left a better mark on the planet than 90% of the other people in your same shared Discord server. It just doesn't make any sense. So I thought that was funny as well. So, but to be honest, I think Hassan should get canceled. Hot take. Not hot take. That's actually a very cool take. I think Hassan should get canceled, right? Because the fact that he is so popular and famous that people describe what I do in relation to him, right? They should just be like, oh, you are your own political Twitch streamer person? Wow, they're so cool. Let me follow you on Twitch and see what you have to say. You know what I mean? I did force a few people to vote for me for Streamer Awards. They have no idea what Streamer Awards is. They don't even know what I do. They haven't seen a second of my content. But I did force them at, not a gunpoint, that's silly, right? I forced them at the threat of my business card that I had. And I was like, can you guys please vote for me for the Streamer Awards? And they were like, yes. And I was just like, thank you. Thank you very much. This is why you should vote for me for the Streamer Awards. Thank you very much. Chat, it's the last day. It is literally the last day. Please do this for me. Do me a solid. It'd be nice to get not get you're like a song comment for real. Yeah. But I get it. It's fine. You know what I mean? Maybe one day Hassan will be like me instead, because I'll be the bigger streamer. And he'll just have to accept it. Is there a link to somewhere to vote? Yes, there is, chat. I'm glad you asked. ! Vote. in the chat will lead you to a website for the streamerawards.com/nominations. Scroll past literally everything to get to the number 30 out of 35. That is the Rising Star Award. That is the streamer that started this year with less than 1,000 viewers. Put in my name, SEANDABLACK, and then click submit. And I would appreciate that. Please, thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah. Let's have it. Oh, okay, chat. This one stays between you and me. There are some beautiful people in Spain. I gotta give it up. Credit where credit's due. Credit where credit is due. I will say I saw more black people in France. I saw more black people in France than in Spain. But there's some beautiful people in Spain. I am not telling everyone in Spain, no, don't do that. Don't do that. More French African colonies. You're right. That makes sense. But yeah, I think back on my first time in France was so funny because me and my mom were there, and the first black person we saw was working at the hotel, and he saw us as like U.S. tourists, and the first thing he went to was just ranting about how bad racism is in France, and that's kind of sad, honestly. That's a little bit sad. But we could relate. Who can relate? Oh, an ad's running. I'm tired. Should I be fine if I go back in there and sleep? I just leave my stream running. Y'all just chat amongst yourselves. I max out the ads. You just start cranking dollars. Just to chat, you always see more beautiful people when you travel than you'll see in daily life. This is true. Well, mostly because you're going to be outside when you travel more often. I know none of y'all leave your house. So, by none of y'all, I mean myself. Yeah. I still think I got hit on, but I couldn't understand the language. So, I'm just gonna imagine that I did get hit on. I think it was funny. Cause they stopped me. It was a group of girls that stopped me, and I was just like walking, and what did they say? I have no idea. Estoy muy guapo. I don't think they said that. I think they said it was like feo or something. It was like muy feo. I assume that means super handsome and attractive. But hopefully I can take my graduation trip to Nigeria before Trump invades or whatever he's gonna do. So yeah, it was cool. It was nice. And they started laughing to each other. I was just like, yeah, stop. You gassing me out. Chill. So yeah, that's my experience with being hit on in Spain. What else happened? There's nothing really else going on, honestly. Honestly, I like listening to like the drama that people around me talk about. So like that's fun. But I need more drama. I need more drama in my life. So you have any drama? What's going on with you? So I'm gonna sit in this chair now. Hold on. Sure, not that comfortable, but it should be fine for a little bit. Have you watched Z-Way, Eric Adams interview? No, I haven't. I heard people were mad at Z-Way. You're my drama source. I don't think I have any drama. I downloaded a new dating app. It's called Hilly. It sucks, chat. I got an ad for it on TikTok. I literally just only get dating app ads on TikTok. I don't know what TikTok is trying to come at me for some reason. But there was a you know what I mean? There was an app called Hilly. I was like, you know what? I'll try it. People have good things to say about it. And so I downloaded Hilly, the app, and I sign up for it or whatever. And it's literally like the worst. I thought Tinder was going to be the worst dating app that I used. Hilly is definitely the worst dating app. Because you open the app up, you like put all your stuff in, all the prompts and stuff in, and you're like, cool. You start swiping. And for some reason, Hinge, and maybe this is to keep you scrolling more, I think I see the most attractive people on dating apps on Hinge. Right? It's Hinge, followed by Tinder, followed by Bumble, followed by whatever else. Right? Hilly's at like the bottom of the list. And honestly, maybe it's more representative of like where I fit, and I respect that. But I just don't always see people who I'm like attracted to. And like, that's fine. That's whatever. But I keep scrolling to try to find those people. You know what I mean? All bots women are real. There's actually a lie. I saw somebody that I knew on Hinge from like a few years ago, and I didn't like, because I was scared. Pretty sure they're all owned by the same company overall. That sounds about right. But I was scrolling, and then because Hinge tells you like, oh, this person sent you a message, and like, oh, that's interesting. You click on it, and they're like, oh, well, you can't see who sent you a message until you like them first, because it's not a match technically. So some people can send you messages when you're not matched, and you can't like message them back because they haven't showed up on your like profile hunt. And so I'm just like, okay, whatever. And so I just keep scrolling, and then I get to a blurred face on my profile page, like on the main page. I'm like, what? And then it reads like Rebecca is a hot commodity or something like that. It was just weird. It's like Rebecca is a high interest profile, so we've hidden her profiles only for premium members. So you're telling me that the most attractive people on this freaking platform are like paywalled? The most attractive people on this platform, because they're attractive, are like literally blurred unless you pay them money. And I'm like, that's insane. And so I click no because I'm not paying these people no money. And then I get an ad. And it's not one of those like, pop-up ads thing where you just click X. It's like a full live, like, slop mobile game ad, right? It opens up the entire screen. There's no X button, right? There's no X button until 20 seconds in, while like a mobile ad is playing or whatever. Or it may even be an ad for Hilly itself. It's so weird. And then you close it and you continue scrolling. I'm just like, I hate this so much. I hate this so much. And then you close the app, you open the app again, it gets you like a roulette wheel that'll give you like a deal or whatever. And I'm just like, this isn't fun anymore, right? I think that at least some dating apps are at least slightly fun to use. It's fun to see beautiful people, and it's fun to judge people based upon the superficial nature of like what they outwardly appear as on their platform, on their you know, on their profiles. But like, it felt more like a chore to scroll on that app, and I just hated it. I didn't like it. It sucked. So also, in order to like, I like Hinge because Hinge lets you set your freaking location. Hinge shows you people who like you, right, before you like them. I like that. Hinge lets you select an ethnicity you want to like only match with. I like that. Hinge lets you set a location wherever you want. I like that, right? And Hinge has the most attractive people that I've seen on dating apps. Hinge is literally just the best option. Maybe Raya is better, but I have not been approved for Raya. And honestly, I think it's racism. Right? I don't even know what their criteria is. Maybe I don't have enough Instagram followers because it only lets me connect my Instagram for some reason. You know what I mean? So I just haven't been approved. Does she with the prompts are helpful before going on dates? There's prompts on Hinge. So that's another plus. But like, Hinge prompts were copied by everybody else. Tinder used to be pictures and bio, right? Tinder used to be the basic swipe right for yes, swipe left for no, like pictures and bio dating app. Standard, normal, right? Then it was Bumble. Bumble's whole gimmick was like, women speak first, right? Women speak first. So if you match with somebody, right, the lady has to respond or has to initiate. And that was their whole gimmick, which is why I think a lot of women love Bumble, right? Because they're not getting like unsolicited freaking messages from random dudes. Hinge has no images. Yes, it does. Hinge very clearly does have images. Right? If you have no images on like Hinge people you see, they're not putting any images. But you can have images on Hinge. Right? I don't like Bumble. No, I mean in DMs. I don't freaking know. I don't like Bumble. I just don't get a lot of matches on Bumble. Right? And like when I first got on Bumble, I thought it was a me problem, which probably still is. But like, I just don't think that there are just a lot of black people on Bumble. And what you realize as a black person on dating apps is you're probably most likely only going to match with other black people. Have Shay Breeze? No. There's no in-app messaging. You match and meet up at the venue and get a drink credit. I don't drink though. That sounds interesting though. Well, I like this field. What? Sounds up. Oh. Field is for queer or poly people. Okay, why are you bringing it up to me? How useful is that for me? I freaking hate dating apps, bro. I hate this entire game. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I hate all of it. But honestly, when I talk to my friends, I don't feel bad because they're like, oh, I broke up with my boyfriend of 9 years. And you're just like, why? And they list out like literally every single red flag. Like, oh, he's misogynistic and he makes me feel small. He actually threw things at me a few times. And like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, girl, why were you with him? Why were you with him in the first place? Like why? And I'm just like, okay, maybe it's actually good that I'm not in a relationship. You know? That's just being 25. Everyone has the big breakup. Because when it's good, it's great. Yeah. I just like hearing about other people's relationship problems. Right? I think my friend group is so funny. I hope they're not watching this right now because I'm not gonna air out their dirty laundry, but I think it's funny to talk about them in generality, right? Because my friend group has like a little bit of everything, right? For the people I hang out with, like I hung out with today, or like recently, there's a little bit of everything, right? You have people who are in like long-term committed relationships. You have people who've never been in a relationship. I actually don't know about a few of them, about what their relationship statuses are. Right, but I have friends who like were just got out of a relationship who broke up with somebody because they were like misogynistic or whatever. I have friends who just like date like the worst people, and you're just like, that's kind of funny, but like why are we doing this? I think it's funny to see, and I love to engage with other people in relationship drama while simultaneously preying on the downfall of single um every single what was the word? Every single relationship I see. Which friend are you? What do you think? I don't have any drama. I don't even know if I'm fun to hang out with because I don't have any of that drama. You know, all I can tell you is that like I had a bad experience on a dating app just because like I either get no matches or I only get liked by people I'm not attracted to, or I do get matches and then I don't respond or they don't respond or neither of us respond and it just expires. Like I'm not alone. Hoping it's for my friends to stay single. No. I want. That's it. Right. If I'm in a relationship, I'm chilling. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want to. You can do what you want. Oh, is it F? Are we back? Hello? Are we back? I don't know why we effed. Um. Anyway, my point was is that like if I get into a relationship, then that just needs to be happy. Right? You can do whatever you want to if I'm in a relationship, but if I'm not in a relationship, I will be preying on every relationship downfall. That's just how I feel though. Maybe because it's because I'm toxic. You know, that's the toxic in me. Right? Some girls like toxic though, so who knows? I hate meeting people. I do. I really don't like meeting people. I hate this whole like the game you have to play when you first meet somebody. It's just like, oh, what do you do for work? Where did you go to school? What did you study? Did you like it? Like, I think we can have those conversations when we're dating. You know what I mean? Like, but I hate like the impetus of like, you know, approaching somebody or like, you know, messaging somebody first on a dating app and playing this game about like, do they like me or are they just here for like, you know, because they're bored? Because honestly, sometimes I be there because I'm bored. You know what I mean? So I gotta kind of try to suss out: are you here because you're bored? Because I'm here because I'm bored. You know what I mean? And that's what you do for work and dating in Europe. That's such an American question. Well, I'm American, so and I don't plan on dating in Europe. So if I'm being entirely real. Hey, if I walk out there tomorrow and there's a baddie, trust and believe, I'm not gonna say anything to her. I'm not gonna say anything to her. This is why I need my friends to do the work and put me on. Because you don't have to ask these questions. But it's the same thing. It doesn't matter what the specific questions are. It's the fact that like you have to play this game of like, you know, are you just here for fun or do you want something serious? And how do you suss that out? And I don't freaking know, bro. Honestly, just get me like that's why I was talking to my friends and they were like, oh, talking about Zoran Mamdani and his wife. Because there's also like a new thing going around by being like, Someone on Donnie had his Hinge profile set to 24 as a 30-year-old. And my friends were like, oh, yeah, like a 24-year-old, I wouldn't, like, mine's not set to 30. And I was like, mine is set to 30. What do you mean? My age range is literally 23 to 30. That's not crazy, is it? That sounds normal. That's regular. Not crazy. No, exactly. So what are we talking about? And if I meet a 30-year-old baddie who's like, yo, I'm well into my career and I'm ready to meet somebody and settle down, and I'll be like, yo, take me with you. You know what I mean? I'll cook for you. I'll be the house husband. You know what I mean? There was a different thing that came into my head that I did not say because it's late, and I didn't say it. I can be the house husband, right? That's cooking and cleaning, right? Let me leave that to me. Leave that to me. You start dating 40-year-olds who are looking for fun and sex. Well, I don't want fun and sex. I want a committed relationship where we can connect as people. If I wanted fun and sex, I'd stay on freaking Tinder. I seriously thought you were about to say it. No, I was going to say it. I can say what I was going to say. I think it's funny. Sex is fun and what? And sex can be fun, and that's cool, Chad. And maybe that's all you want. All right, but don't project that on me. All right, I want a committed relationship with somebody that I can build a connection with. Right, who can be there for me when I'm streaming 12 hours, and then I get off stream and I'm just tired and I just want to sit there and have someone hold me while we watch One Piece. Okay, is that so wrong? Is it so wrong to want a baddie who loves anime, who we could cosplay Power Rangers together, and we can lay down and watch One Piece after my 12-hour streams? Is that so wrong? And she has One Piece is overrated. Okay, Miles being the guy. Were the 12-hour streams? You deserve that, Sean. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. That's raw. What about some whole lifestyle? What are you, 12? Who's like a bro with a whole lifestyle? At my big age of 25? What are we talking about, dog? What are we talking about? Is this bounty hunt just part of your content now? Yes, chat. Yeah. Ooh, okay. I have an idea. I have an idea for the stream tomorrow. Right? Well, you're 25. Maybe. I get, right? I get all of my women friends who are here at the conference with me to sit down on stream and make my dating app profile. And then we check back in with that profile versus my main profile and which one gets the most likes in 2 weeks. And if you already did that, okay, well, NMP got canceled or something. I don't know. He's not streaming anymore. It's my idea now. Or Caroline needs to do that with her community. Did she use ChatGPT? No, because that's lame. Let us make you one? No, because that's also been done before. Also, I want to force my friends to get on the stream. Because they're always talking about, like, oh, we should come on your stream, Sean. We should come on your stream, Sean. And then, like, I stream, and they're like, okay, well, we're not coming. You know what I mean? And this is shade, and I can shade them because they're not watching because they're lame. pop the balloon and no one shows up. I hate those balloon popping shows, bro. Let me tell you, I hate them. They are the scourge of the Black community. Lord Eastwood, thank you for the 4-month subscription. Much appreciated. Trust beating his friends. Get him, chat. I am. I've never seen Pop the Balloon. Ghibli apps ain't working. Mon's ban that guy. Get him out of here. Listen, I don't need this from me. Only glaze and positive affirmations. And honestly, I could have a girlfriend if I wanted one. Thank you. You know, I was invited to be a part of like a stream dating show thing. It was a while ago. But I feel like you're not a real streamer if you haven't been invited to do one of those things, you know? Also, I'm joking. That was a full live joke. Half joke. I think you need to do one of those shows to be or you need to at least be invited, right? Do Lover Host? I don't think Austin is doing Lover Host anymore. Yo, something for the 8-month resubscription. Much appreciated. Hey. No Justice MTG, thank you for the raid. He did Nick's. Was that recent? I think he did Arthur's. I think a subscriber count is not working. We can't hear the notes, by the way. Oh, I'm just saying them. Your boy's a liar. Your boy's a liar. He doesn't see them. You're not looking at me, boy. No Justice MTG, thank you for the raid. Wait, has raided with a party of 32. Sorry, that's what it would say. Hello, Raiders. Hope you had a good stream. I'm talking about how bad dating apps are. Also, we were 1 away from 1K chat. Isn't that kind of crazy? Isn't it crazy we were 1 away from 1K? I think it's kind of crazy. It's a nice stream. Do you wear gold? Not real gold. Real gold's expensive. I am a big proponent of fake jewelry. Fake jewelry, fake shoes, fake clothes. If you can find it at a thrift shop and it looks real enough, check it. I stand by that. I stand by that. Most recent Lover Host stream appears to be Lover Host featuring Jinxie 20v1 edition. Took place on April 28th and 29th, 2025. Rain has matter, quality does. I don't even agree with that. You got the stream award nom. Thank you, Christian. I too hope I get the stream award nom. I appreciate that. Also, I think we met at the stream award like 2 years ago. I think. I could be bad. I'm really bad with faces. You got data I need to stop by autistic. Limerence? What is that? Can I just not read? So that I get nominated and then get a girlfriend? That would be best case scenario, bro. Best case scenario, I get nominated and get a girlfriend. We did. I wasn't streaming then. You've earned it, though, bro. I was really kind of the games for the facts. Thank you. I appreciate it. I knew I wasn't tripping. But I appreciate that. Limerence means obsession, basically. Okay, SAT words. What are we talking about here? A great place to meet people is CrossFit. What are you, 90? Actually, David Sharon, you might be 90 years old. So let me stop. Who suggests CrossFit? GW Miles, thank you for the prime. Any gaming today? I How do you propose I will do gaming from, you know what I mean? My hotel room and my freaking MacBook. You know what I mean? Like, there's very little gaming that I can do. We can play a heads up 7-Up. Hold on, I'll put my head down and then you tap me, okay? Heads up 7-Up? Nobody else was tapped. I wasn't tapped. So it couldn't have been me. All right, put my head back down. Heads up 7-Up? I was tapped. And I think it was Katie who did it. Was I right? Was I right? No. Dang it. Gosh, freaking darn it, bro. So bad at heads up 7-Up, bro. I've always been bad at heads up 7-Up. I've always been bad at the game. When I was in elementary school, I would play heads up 7-Up. I'm pretty sure everybody else was cheating, but I was a good kid, so I would never cheat, and I would always get it wrong. You gotta cheat? No, I was a good kid, so I never cheated. I never cheated. But I always lost. I always cheated? That makes sense. And so many young people have at CrossFit, so F all of you. They were definitely cheating. Gosh darn it. I should have known. Everyone cheated. And they were so CrossFit expensive. Well, how do you think I can afford CrossFit then? Also, the best feeling was when you're in like freaking 5th grade and you're playing heads up 7-Up on the last day of class and you get tapped by your crush. Who can relate? Who can relate? Four Corners was goated. True. Let's bring out the ball knowledge. Exactly. I stay with it. That was gross till like 20. I mean, you were a kid, you feel me? Honestly, it's all about your mental. Even being in high school, kids are mean. Kids are very mean. But like the kids who are like ugly, even though it's freaking like middle high school, like you're a child, you'll be fine. Right. I've seen people like that pop out with girlfriends in high school, in middle school. So like it's all about your mental. Right? If you're ugly, you gotta be funny. Right? If you're not funny, you gotta be smart. And if you're not smart, you gotta be hot. That's the triangle. It's a matrix, right? You have hot, funny, smart. You either have to max out your funny stat, max out your hot stat, or max out your smart stat, and you'll be fine. Glow up video where the ugly face is the normal 12-year-old. Yeah. Honestly, I think you just have a problem with you have a problem with just classifying children by like adult standards, especially with social media. Children should not be seeing supermodels on their timelines as like standards that they should be adhering to at 12 years old. Yeah, you should be a kid. You should be a child. Right? But social media has like kind of democratized that. It used to be like, you see that when you were like with your parents watching the nightly freaking drama slop tabloid show. Maybe you see a magazine every now and then with like America's Sexiest Man on it or whatever. And that would be kind of it. Right. But now it's like you open up your app, it's like you open up Instagram as soon as you wake up. You're being bombarded by like unrealistic body standards. You go to school, you see people also showing you unrealistic body standards, and then people are judging you based upon those standards, and you're judging other people based upon those standards, and it's pretty sad, actually. I remember when people used to say Barbie's beauty standards were unrealistic, and now social media has made that crazier than that. Yeah. Yeah. Also, chat, we're 4 away from 36.6K. Chat, tell 4 of your friends to follow right now. Tell 4 of your friends to follow right now. So I might head out. It's been a short stream today, but it's 1 a.m. and I'm tired, and I woke up late yesterday. And honestly, don't tell my team this. I'll probably wake up late today too. I will probably wake up late today too. Maybe you'll actually get a stream from me from the conference. They've offered, or they said I could stream, but it feels weird for me because like nobody else is streaming. So I feel like if I do it, it'll come across as like what are you doing kind of thing. I'm telling. It's like a 7.5 hour stream. I don't know if it was like that crazy amount. But yeah. Because if I leave and it's an 8-hour task, even though it won't, voting will be over. What time is it? What time does voting end? I don't know what time it is in like a normal people time. Do a phone stream so it's low key. $7 p.m. EST. Oh, so when I wake up, voting will be closed. So please, 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 if you have not yet voted for the Streamer Awards for Sean the Black for Rising Star, please vote for Sean the Black for Rising Star. Tell your friends to vote for Sean the Black for Rising Star. Tell your cousins, your auntie, your uncles, your nieces and nephews to vote for Sean the Black for Rising Star. It's the streamerawards.com/nominations. Go out interviewing people. I thought about that, but like, what if people don't want to be interviewed? Right? Oh, okay, I will say this. I met Ruha Benjamin 2 days ago. I met Tim Onion today. Chat. Do you guys know who Tim Onion is? The Onion? Yes, The Onion. Is it like Tim Apple's brother? Basically, but he runs The Onion. Like the news publication The Onion. He's the Onion guy. So yeah. That's a kid is sick. There's a mad Scottish Marxist is following you. Why are you mad, Chatter? Be happy. What for you? Good luck. Thank you. I appreciate that. How did you meet him? He gave a talk at the conference that I'm at, and we asked to interview him, and he said yes. Shout out for best heads up streamer, bro. That category would be crazy. Also, I would win. Who else do you know who's playing heads up on stream? Nobody. That's who. Which is why I should win Rising Star for Streamer Awards. Thank you very much. Oh, also want to get back, you might see a sponsor stream from me. So, If you want to participate, you can. I'm getting paid regardless, so you don't have to do anything. But if you do something, then I get paid more money. So look out for that as well. That isn't crazy, out there, or eccentric. Oh, like a mad scientist. No, I'm not getting sponsored from the Onion. I should have asked. That would have been funny. I should have asked if he knew Juniper. Because doesn't Juniper work at the Onion or work with the Onion? I should have been like, yeah, I know who Juniper is. Right, we're mutuals on Twitter, so I'm kind of cool like that. You should let me be on the Onion. Let me do an op-ed for the Onion. You know what I mean? I think that'll be funny. Let me write a title or something. I can come up with a good title. Anyway, any follows? Anyone wants to drop? Oh, somebody unfollowed. All right, you know what? That, did you guys see where it's that a bit? I don't know if that's a bit or not. I think it'd be funny if it's true. Well, now somebody unfollow me. You guys can fend for yourselves. All right, maybe go watch the song. The song's probably still live. Yeah. Ow. Any final thoughts? Any final thoughts at all? Does anybody else feel like how do I say this? Does anybody else feel like streaming is not in the place that it used to be? Wait, that's a very easy yes. Does anybody else feel like the streamers that they used to like to watch are streaming less and are just not making as engaging of content as they used to? How do you feel about the curtification of Twitter happening right now? What is the curtification of Twitter? You've been gone for 5 days? Okay, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about other people. Like, I find myself, like, looking at other streamers. Yes, you're not streaming as much. Yeah, but I have an excuse. Okay? I have an excuse. These other streamers that I watch only... I did not see this, so I also can't put it on screen because it's not set up right now. But I even like streamers. Like, okay, this is what maybe it's a little frustrating to me because like these streamers literally only go live for like sponsor streams nowadays. Sometimes, you know, but they don't like stream because they enjoy it. It's like, hey guys, yeah, I'm back from like a 2-week, or 3-week vacation. Anyway, this is the only stream for this month, and we're doing a sponsor playing the same game that everybody else is already playing right now for sponsors, And I'm just like, bro, I'm jealous. Why can't I do that? Why are you watching those streamers? I don't know. They were cool back in the day. They were cool back in the day. Imagine those Pokey streams now. There are less Pokey streams now. But she's been around a little bit, at least. You're the new gen that will take their place. Honestly, maybe. When you think about it, when I hit like I'm not at this point right now because this is like off hours and I'm on a phone stream in freaking Spain. But even having 300 people is kind of crazy for that, right? But like if I'm able to average like a 1,000 plus viewers, I would be taking their place. You know what I mean? Theoretically speaking, like they're still around, but like that would be like what a lot of them were averaging back in their heyday as well. So, are you enough for them? That is your time, maybe. We'll see how Streamer Wars works. We'll see how that if I'm like there to collect the torches that are being passed. That would be cool. That would be cool. All I know is that I will not be satisfied as a streamer unless I collaborate with Maya at one point eventually. Collaborate with Tina at one point eventually. And maybe my stretch goal is to collaborate with Pokey one time eventually. That's it. If I do that in 2026, I can retire from streaming happy. Indubitably. Any final thoughts, chat? You guys retire, you just blew up. That's honestly the best time to retire. Would you still post on Twitter? Yes. There's no hesitation. Yes, I would still post on Twitter. Because like about retiring, what I watched then, you'll find somebody. I will retire eventually. I literally will not be. I'm not like Hassan, who was like, I'll just do this until I'm like anymore. Like I will put myself on a timeline to be like, at this point, I will stop streaming. Mostly because I have higher aspirations in life. Okay, I don't want to say higher. Higher sounds bad. I have different aspirations in life. Right? And streaming is cool, and right now it pays the bills and it's sustainable. Right? But I want to be a teacher. I want to teach. Maybe teach AP calculus. That seems fun. Or just no. Teach college level calculus. Why would I deal with freaking high schoolers? That sounds so stupid. Teach math on stream? I have. Retire like Carter. Carter has the right idea. Teachers calculus. I was doing calculus earlier, like last week, on stream. And teach people who actually want to be there and learn. Yeah. But someone needs to teach the high schoolers. Not me though. Y'all be easy. Okay, did y'all see that one TikToker who posted on TikTok, like recording like their first day as a substitute teacher, and she was like, "Dog, look at my face as a substitute teacher," and she showed the student. She showed the student. She was like, "Man, they can't be dressed like that. They're gonna make me act up." And then she got fired. Obviously, she got fired for saying that, and she was like, "Why did I even get fired though? Why did you get fired for saying these high schoolers are gonna make you act up?" Are you serious? Do you not really understand why that's bad? Wait, have y'all not seen that? Okay, I have to at least put it in the chat so y'all can watch. Actually, you know what? Come back tomorrow. Watch it tomorrow. We will watch it tomorrow. Where's it at? I lost it. Oh, here. It was crazy though. All right. Anything else you want to say, Chad? Thanks for the people who are still chilling and watching. No thanks to my friends who've abandoned me. So they're gonna hear that from me. Or maybe they won't hear from me at all. Maybe I'll get on my flight by myself, and they're gonna have to wonder about where I am. Turkey sandwich, indeed, bro. I had a Pop-Tart and I ate it already. It was so freaking good. But now I don't have a Pop-Tart anymore. That, my friends, is the Pop-Tart dilemma, right? The Pop-Tart dilemma is knowing that once you eat a Pop-Tart, right? Once you eat a Pop-Tart, then you no longer have Pop-Tart. And that's sad when you think about it. Once a Pop-Tart, always a Pop-Tart. When does the song go into China, chat? Tonight? Tonight? Really? Bro, I'm streaming tomorrow for sure, bro. I'm taking his viewers. I'm taking his viewers immediately. He doesn't need them. He's going to freaking China. That's why I would have canceled. Would have canceled the flight. Oh, because of the TSA shutdowns? Bro, chat. If I get stuck in Barcelona, would y'all still watch me? If I just lived here now? If I just lived here now because of the TSA, a government shutdown, if they're starting to cancel flights? No, that's fair. Kills and drama to talk about. I mean, what drama is there to talk about, you know? International flights are not being affected right now. You are incorrect. International flights may be affected, is what the FAA said. Domestic flights will be affected. International flights may be affected. We'll just have to wait and see. Because international flights still have to land in the U.S. Right? There are some with layovers as well, but it's loud out there. People are partying. It's like 2 a.m. Only gaming is still on the menu. I can't game while I'm here. But, oh, okay. I have to go. The raid went through. I think. I'm pretty sure the raid went through. Okay, goodbye, chat. Goodbye, adios, amigos. Kill-chan, thank you for the prime. Much appreciated. Oh, they got a raid in the path and path was just ending. LOL. Well, good luck wherever you ended up, chat. Good luck. I got baited. I'm sorry. We'll be back tomorrow. Oh, I got baited about the 99.9 out of 1,000. I fell for 99. That is so funny. I'm so sorry to do that to you, chatter. And the stream's ending, so like, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow though. So yell at me about it for tomorrow. All right. Goodbye.